Alright folks, so hold on, clean off my lenses. So I've told you I was going to make this video for some time now. This video is about my mother. I made a memorial for her that I posted on Facebook, and I will post it at the end of this video for you to look at and enjoy as well. As you all know, she fought a battle with Alzheimer's, have been fighting it for quite a long time. So I'd like to talk about my mother and some of her dietary lifestyle choices, because a lot of her dietary lifestyle choices were also mine for a very long time. And a lot of people try to tell you that these very specific lifestyle choices will save you, when in fact, in reality, is we just don't know, and a lot of times they just really can't. They really can't. All we can do is the best we can do, I suppose. It's going to be a little bit harder video for me. So to make it a little easier, Mama left behind some things. And I acquired some things from her. One of the things that I acquired from her recently that was left behind is in one of her dresser drawers. She had a camera. This is back, I guess, in the early vlogging days, because this is a vlogging style camera, and it has never been used to my knowledge. It didn't even have a SD card in it at all. I had to put one in it. I had to find the battery that was in a separate place in the house for some reason. Not sure why. Why, you know, she got to where she would plunder a bit there toward the end, so the battery was in a completely separate place. Just so luckily happened we found it. And I'm glad we did, you know, because I like doing video vlogging and stuff, and even though it's an older camera, it's going to be special because it's going to be a part of this video. I charged it up, and she is working. Look at there. Look at there. It's even got a night vision mode on it. I have never even hit the record button on this thing, so I'm not exactly sure how all of it works just yet. Are we recording yet? Are we recording? Let me see what I can get going here. Oh, there's the record button on the back. All right. And you can even flip the screen around to yourself so you can see it from the front. Pretty cool, you know, for a vlogging camera. And it is recording right now. I am recording me right now, and alright, so I'm going to cut you off on this camera, and it is recording right now. I'm recording me right now, and alright, so I'm going to cut you off on this camera, and now we are fully on Mama's camera. So we're gonna do a vlog style with this and her choices, and I'm going to do everything old school, I suppose. There's my beautiful truck. Zoom function seems to work great on it. It's probably going to be a little bouncy, folks. This is old technology. This is old technology, but it belonged to my mom, so it's important it gets used. Hey, I'm not sure how old this camera is. This is a, what's it say? Mentola. Ooh, the sun. The sun is stupid. I don't know if the sun is going to work out in my favor or not. I don't know if anything at this point is working out in my favor or not. But interesting camera. Goodness gracious. Well, we definitely can't zoom in. Close-ups are a beast on this thing. You have to hold this thing way out away from you, for sure. I forgot something very important to include into this video. I've got to get the house key to my mother's house up there, because as far as diet and stuff goes, there's some things in there I got to show you. So stay tuned. I will be right back, and I'll cut this thing back on now. We will continue business as usual. Alright, that is better, I think. I can't see for the glare of the sun. I think it's recording. But yeah. I'm going to go up here to my mother's house. I'm going to face the camera the other way. I'm not sure how well the mics work on this thing, how any of this works, but at least you will be out of the sun, pointing you this way. I feel very unprofessional. There's my mother's dog, Rusty. Rusty! Rusty! That's their Siberian Husky. It's like 71 degrees out here. Rusty likes it. Rusty likes it cold. And of course, I would have to get an alarm in the middle of a video. Rusty! Rusty, smile for the camera. Alright. There's my father's boat. Well, he got some projects going on. His boss man's in the middle of moving. He gave him that refrigerator there. And my brother and my sister-in-law give him this jukebox. We're going to be fixing up some of the rooms in this house, and maybe I'll be using some of that stuff. Of course, you know, I can't play anything on this old jukebox for you without aggravating YouTube, but yeah. Alright, so there's the fold-over ramp we had to use to transport my mother in and out on a wheelchair. Man, there's so much of her left behind here. I'm going to cut you back around here to me now while we go in. Ooh, how'd I get in night mode? Alright, so I am entering my mother's house now. My mother and father's house. This room is set up for my mother. Let me get you situated around here like that. That was her bed, her hospital bed that she spent a lot of time on in the past couple years. Yeah. That is her birds. Her birds are very vocal. She's got a blue and white one and a green and yellow one in there. Even when she was down with her dementia, she talked to those birds every time they would make noise. She loved her birds. She sure did. She sure did. That is my mother's urn. Let's see how well that picks up. There's her name and an engravement on there. Behind that is my sister's urn. We keep them together. And this shelf, she is home, just not in the way we want, but in the way it is. It's how things are now. Wow, you birds are sure noisy. Y'all are not camera shy at all. Here's some of my family. There's my daughter, my son, me and Janice when we were very, very young there. That's all my Haley Bug there. She loved her Meemaw. Her Meemaw loved her. That's for sure. That is for sure. But I'm gonna get away from the birds, man. They are vocal today. So this is the kitchen, and you have to excuse the mess. We've been going through some things, trying to get things straightened up, things thrown away. But it is in this area I want to show you a few things. You know, diet choices. You know, this is what I'm saying. I was up here the other week when she was still kicking, and I reached around here and had an idea for this video then when I was looking through things up here, and I stumbled across that. Now, my mother was a big advocate of Dr. Atkins, a big-time advocate of Dr. Atkins. And yep, that's the one she liked the best, that lemon bar. Now, she wouldn't eat these all the time, but if she had a craving for sweets, and there's no telling how old this is. Not exactly sure if there's an expiration date on this or not. This would probably be pretty old, because she ain't focused on nothing Atkins in like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So that should tell you about how old this bar is. Yeah. October 2020. October 2020 is what that says on that label in there. That's been up there a while, right? Since the pandemic days. So that should give us an indication about the last time she was focusing on Atkins style stuff. And she was not in kind of any hurry to run out of those bars. Because there's a whole box of unopened bars there. Same one, that lemon bar. There were others she liked. There may be some more hiding around here that I don't know about. But she was a Robert Atkins advocate for a very long time. Trying to see that date there. What those say. I can't tell. But I definitely know that they've been in there a while. I'd have to open it up and see. And see exactly what that confirmed date was. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all some of this stuff. Say she was a big Atkins advocate. She was a follower of Atkins. I mean, there's all kind of DVDs and stuff, and there's probably some. I know there's some DVD and VHS of his around here because we've had to throw some out before. But look right there. What does that say down in her book? This is her little book area. That was her last billfold sitting there. Atkins for life, it says right there. And that little bookshelf thing is probably full of Atkins. Let me get y'all turned around here where I can see y'all. That bookshelf's probably full of Atkins type of material. Cookbooks and stuff like that, low carb stuff. I mean, and yes, keto became a big word in her vocabulary in the 20-teens and early to late 2000s. I mean, now Mama, like most of the, pretty sure most of the influencers, you know, who do the carnivore stuff out there, she got her ideas from the Atkins Phase 1. And I'm talking about, she did it back in the 70s. She lost a ton of weight back in the 70s. We got photos of that, of her weight loss and stuff, and some of her weight gains. But yeah, her first round with Atkins, she lost a ton of weight. I mean, she probably made it to her BMI. That was probably the only time she ever did. And she had to get real big, and she'd lose some more weight on it, you know. And she'd focus on that Phase 1, you know, where you're supposed to add the cup of greens. That's how I know about so much of it. Nobody was eating that cup of greens. That's how carnivore evolved. You see most of the influencers now are Gen X age, my age. We learned from the boomers. My mother was a boomer. We learned all of that from boomers. And now we're making content about it. Well, not all of us. I'm not. And I could be. That's just it. I could be. Because it's popular right now. And I could do like some of the other channels, startups, and get probably... Especially if I was to just switch over from doing everything that I am doing, because that would be that'd be a very big deal. A lot of people would tune in for that. A lot of people would not like that. Tune in to not like it, and tune in to rub it in, and tune in to encourage me to continue going with that specific diet, which I've had enough of. I've had enough of that, to be honest with you. Wow, I am not crazy about this style of videoing. I'm looking at the camera, but it looks like I'm looking away from the camera. It's nuts. So forgive me. I'm trying to get used to what would have been my mother's vlogging style had this would have taken off for her. It would have been great to see her with a channel. That would have been fun to go back through and investigate with you guys, but it never happened. Apparently, at one time she had big ideas about it, I guess. We're talking on some equipment that she would probably use for that very reason. It's pretty awesome that I have this in my possession. I can't wait to play with the night mode. I got some ideas that I can use this camera for. She's given me some other vlogging cameras that I use from time to time, but this one she didn't want to let go of. She valued this one for some reason. But yeah, I could easily have just, you know, continue with keto, and I do have a keto channel out there. I have keto talk out there. I've shared keto adventures with some of my metal detecting buddies that I've YouTubed with in the past. So I'm not a stranger to it by any means. In fact, I'm probably more of a stranger to the diets and the weight loss functions that I'm doing right now. Definitely am. But I have seen firsthand that this diet is not a save-all. So I cannot fully, you know, 100% invest that kind of effort into it. Now, I know there's plenty of people saying, oh, well, she's done it wrong if she's eating the bars, but I've seen plenty of people falter who, you know, do it right, so-called do it right for weeks and months even, and then falter. There's so much of that going on out there. And there's so much of people just starting a channel already fit in the first place and claiming, you know, certain things, you know. I tend to be a little wary of these things for that reason. I have good reasons for it. I don't trust very easily when it comes to these type of things. Some of you already know this about me out there. I just don't. I know one way don't work. So that is not the way I choose to, you know, that is not the path I choose to follow. I know it don't work. I know it don't work. I don't know all the reasoning behind it, but I can clearly see that, yeah, it was bad enough Mama was going, having the dementia issues, but she also wound up with AFib, which made things worse. Plus a bed's, well, not a, I guess it was a bed, some kind of sore that they could never get healed. Finally healed right at the end of it all. Everything did heal up at the end. Weirdly enough, it healed up throughout the hospice care. It healed completely up throughout the hospice care without antibiotics. That's so ironic how that happened. But yet, it wasn't enough to bring back the damage that had already been done from all of the being put to sleep and things like that. But yeah, I follow a lifestyle now that's a lot easier to follow, that I fall off of a lot less, and I came into this from doing food reviews for over 2 years. Throughout 23 and 24, I was doing 2 years worth of food reviews into 25. Even the first few months of 25, I was doing food review type content. Fast food, packaged food from the grocery store. I've learned a lot coming into this space, and have maintained my weight loss that I have acquired so far. And it's not as painful as my time doing ketogenic style diets. They're pretty painful. You have to really fight through being hungry and stuff like that all the time. It seems like a constant battle with it that I don't feel on this. It's nowhere near as heavy. The food noise quietens a lot better. I don't care if anyone's convinced or not. All I can tell you is how I feel, and it's up to you to choose to listen as far as that goes. But yeah, this is me saying goodbye to my mother. and reflecting on some of the things that I wished I'd have knew a long time ago and could have experienced with her before, all of the things that happened. So nothing I can do about that, but if I can just reach one person out there with her story today, then that would be enough, I guess. That'd be enough for me. Alright. Without further ado, this is the memorial that I made for my mother that I'm going to include on the end of this video. And that's all I got for this one, folks. So